They ran so the Lions ran 3 fakes. They did an onside kick right after they scored the first touchdown. If they recovered, they were going to punt. They ran a fake punt pass and converted, and then they ended up kicking a field goal. And then, I think it was in the second half, they did a fake punt run and got the first down. They were successful on 3 fake kick attempts. Or I guess one was an onside kick and then 2 were fakes.
I love Dan Campbell's mindset. He's like, all right, well, season's already gone, so let's just fuck it. Let's just do it.
Dude, I love him as a coach. He just doesn't have any talent there, man. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
They're not bad, though. They're not, getting killed every game. They're almost winning.
Yeah. They're a lot better than I thought that they would be at the beginning of the season, especially since I didn't know what Dan Campbell would look like. They look pretty good so far. I mean, other than they got blown out last week, right? But that was, I think, their only blowout of the whole season. Every other game's been relatively close.
Yeah, they almost beat the Ravens. They almost came back on the 49ers.
They needed an NFL record kick to get beat by the Ravens.
Yeah.
And can you really win a lot of games with Jared Goofy Goober back there throwing the ball?
True. You see Dan Campbell this past week was like, he needs to step up, man. It's part of it. This is his team, man. He's our quarterback, man.
Yeah, he's trying to get him to step up, but I think all signs are pointing to them drafting a quarterback.
I don't know if they get the first pick. What about getting that DN from Oregon? Kinshaw or Thibodeau?
I mean, I don't hate it. If you don't get a quarterback, you definitely need to take a star edge rusher if he's supposed to go that high.
Yeah, and if you have Jared Goff under contract for at least the next 2 seasons, maybe you don't have to get a quarterback now. Maybe, get some pieces around him and set the team up around him so when your future quarterback comes in, just starts right away. Or sign a free agent quarterback. There's tons of quarterbacks that go into free agency every year that are more than sufficient enough to make it to the playoffs.
True.
Yeah, Jared Goff is serviceable, but Goofy Goober Goff needs to step up his game a little bit.
Hey, boys, I haven't drank all day, so this is my second beer. Cheers to you.
Pussy. Cheers. I think this is number 7. It's a Kona hard seltzer. Once you grow a mustache, you can drink these.
This is straight vodka, boys.
What the po-po don't know. How does that Kona taste?
Baby.
How does that Kona taste? The seltzer. Can you hear me?
Jordan.
Oh, my bad. What's going on, guys?
Grant was asking you a question.
I accidentally muted you guys.
Pile.
Fucked up.
I'm such a pile. I'm sorry. What was the question?
How does that Kona taste? What's the flavor?
So this one is fruit punch. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'd give it a solid 6.3 out of 10.
That's not bad. You could drink 2, maybe 3, but
are we throwing beer reviews in here now on podcast? I like it.
Hey, man.
I think whatever beer, I honestly have different beer, seltzer, whatever. Whatever we're drinking at the time, we give it a rating.
I'm down.
All right,
what you got,
Clap? I had a Bud Light Lime for my first beer, and it was not that good. It was too sweet and sugar. So I'm going to give that one a 4 out of 10. But I've had them in the past where they're out of 10. It just all depends. This one is a Land Shark Lager.
Ooh.
Classic. Give this one a 7.1 out of 10. Land Sharks are classic.
Solid.
Land Sharks are awesome.
I like Land Sharks.
They're at Publix every now and then. Buy one, get one free, and I'll get a 12-pack for $8? I think it's maybe 10.
Hell yeah. I don't have a beer right now. I rolled my ankle
give the last
in the kickball tournament, so I can't go get one.
The last beer that you drank, what are you giving it?
I had a Coors today, an hour ago.
What would you give a Coors Light?
You can never go wrong with Coors.
Coors.
Never.
I give Coors a 7 out of 10.
Were those mountains blue, by the way?
Oh, they're almost purple.
Damn. So it's like 31 degrees, or what does Twin Peaks keep their beer at? 29 degrees, and it has like a frosty tip.
Something like that.
I thought they kept it at 33 degrees, like right above freezing.
I think they actually had theirs below freezing.
Oh, good for them.
Bruh, someone fact check me because I'm pretty sure because it has like a little bit of frost in it. It's like that perfect temperature.
Chugs, you looking it up?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Wait, so you've been drinking those Konas all day?
No, I've actually had Angry Orchard, the strawberry kind.
That stuff is too sweet, man. I
At
can't
Twin
drink
Peaks,
those.
we put a temperature gauge on the beer system to show you digitally what temperature the beer coming out of the tap is. Our target is 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boom, baby.
Look at
Let's
you,
go.
pal. Hey, Chugs, you want to fix your name real quick?
No, I want everyone to
What
fucking
does mine
follow me.
say?
Yours,
What does
yours
mine
says
say?
JB. I think yours is stuck that way. Chugs and mine's goes back to our governments. I ain't trying to have people steal our identity out here.
Governmentals.
So how much football you guys get in today? Oh, okay. All right. So this segment is called Grant Talk to Yourself.
I watched some of the 1 o'clock games. I watched like the second half of 1 o'clock games. I didn't wake up until 1 o'clock.
Pile. The 1 o'clock games are really good this week. For the Cowboys and I guess for you, the Steelers not playing. This week's games were pretty solid.
Well, it's good for Jordan because Steelers can't lose this week.
Exactly.
Hey.
They couldn't lose, and the next best thing happened. The Ravens lost. So the top dog is no longer the top dog, and that was the Bengals. And I don't know how I feel about the Bengals.
Did you watch that game today?
Just spots here and there. I was kind of in between red zone
Jamar
and actually.
Chase is the offensive rookie of the year. Like, he already cemented it.
Who?
Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah. He was making Marlon Humphreys look like an idiot.
Like a sucker.
Dude, what kind of a pace receiving is Cooper Kupp on? Because there's an extra game, and Homeboy already has 9 touchdowns.
He's better than Jerry Rice. That's what his pace is.
Cooper Kupp's pace is better than Jerry
Right.
the GOAT. Some even regard him as the best football player. I think it's Tom Brady now, but he would be number 2. A lot of people would think that.
What about Bobby Boucher, though? He's up there.
If he made it in the NFL, the only thing is you got to think he was like a 29-year-old in college. So, a year older than Brandon Weed was when he came out.
What
Brandon
about Earl?
Weeden.
What about Earl Meckett from the longest yard? I mean, he was making plays in the backfield, not even getting touched and then scoring the ball. He was so fast. He made fast people look
Not fast.
not fast.
Bro, Chugs killed your freaking joke there, my guy.
It's all right. Team effort.
Hey, I'll drink to that, baby. Team effort. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get so many great clips. Are you guys all going to the beer fest?
I want to go.
I don't know if I am. I'm kind of.
Grant has to become a nurse.
Yeah.
It's-
you got bigger fish to fry.
I failed my last 2 exams. Your boy's struggling. That's why we haven't had That's why I've been failing the exams. We haven't been doing these episodes.
Yeah, because we do them and you do better because then you prioritize things. And
Boom.
because we're not doing the podcast episodes, you're over there doing something else like getting drunk or masturbating all alone or some shit.
All alone.
Joke's on you. I don't masturbate alone.
Oh, very nice.
There's always an audience.
Oh yeah, dude. So I was actually, and it was only because I had like 3 fantasy players popping off. I was watching a lot of the Dolphins in the Falcons game, and it was actually a good game. It came down to a last-second field goal.
Yep.
Towards the end, it was a good game. The first 3 quarters were terrible. Besides
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is a stud. He had a solid game too.
bona fide stud.
You saw his
He was
one-hander?
going against Xavier Howard a lot of the time too.
Yeah, didn't Howard got his pick when he was covering Pitts, didn't he?
He got a pick. Yeah, I don't know who he was covering. It might have been Pitts.
Yeah, Xavier Howard, but he's no Diggs. No Trayvon Diggs back there.
Ain't nobody know Trayvon Diggs, bro. Dig it out, dig. I'm surprised Trayvon Diggs didn't get an interception this week.
Me too.
I mean,
Even on a bye?
He's still averaging one a week. Week 7 of the NFL, he has 7 interceptions on the season.
Damn.
That's a
What a stud.
DPOY.
And didn't he return he's got 2 return touchdowns too, doesn't he?
Yep.
That's DPOY right there.
DePoy.
Defensive pass interference.
The boy.
Close enough. A for effort.
Damn, Brandon Ayuk just got fucking upended on an end around.
Oh, is that game on right now?
Oh, it's on, baby. You got to think, whenever we're doing these podcast episodes, there's always a game going on.
Do these Sunday nights from now on?
I think so. We're on that football high. Like, we've been watching fucking football all day. And then, like, you got a football game at night still, and it's like pretty fucking solid.
All right, so I'm waiting for the episode where we all go to brunch and then have to go back home at night to record one of these episodes.
I'm down.
Bro, we got to do that. Chugs, we're doing the beer fest no matter what. Screw these other people.
Just you and me.
Yeah, just if anything, it's just you and me. But I'm pretty sure Derek's gonna go. He said he was gonna bring Noah, and I'm like 9 out of 10 sure that Seth and Crystal would come too. Actually, I don't know because Logan might have a game. They might come. If his game's early enough, like they would definitely come.
Oh, for sure. Did Brandon Ayuk get injured? Because I need him out of the rest of the game.
That is such a bad thing to wish upon someone. But no, I think he's still in there. He just got upended, but I think he's still in the game. Dude, the 49ers can impose their will rush in the football against anyone with any running back committee. Like their run designs are phenomenal. Like, yeah, you got the Ravens, but they also have the most athletic quarterback out there.
Yeah, and it helps. They have a really good offensive line to help set all that up, just like this game.
Yeah. And their designs, like they always have somebody pulling around. Always. And they always do some sort of misdirection, wide receiver in motion. Dude, it's like poetry. Like if you're like a true football fan, like this is like poetry just watching them run the football.
Darius Leonard. What a beast.
Hey, didn't the Bucks give up their first 100-yard rusher this week?
What happened?
Didn't the Bucks give up their first 100-yard rusher this season?
Yeah. Maybe even did they have a 100-yard rusher last season? They were really stout against the run last season too.
Ooh, San Fran scored.
Now, do you think part of their like rushing defense is because like they get up so quickly, teams have to pass early, and then they just abandon the run? It's not like they stick with the run because let's just milk the clock. Like teams have to. If Tom Brady throws 3 touchdowns in the first quarter and a half, your run game's almost gone for 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, I mean the Bears got pretty much blown out today, and they were still trying to run the football.
That's because they can't pass. Like they don't have the option. I saw Fields throw 3 interceptions. He looked rough.
Yeah, and I think he might have even lost a fumble too.
Man, this man just missed the extra point.
Dude, I picked Justin Fields to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and that pick is looking awful. But my Defensive Rookie of the Year is looking pretty good. I thought Micah Parsons was going to be the best defensive player. He's been playing pretty solid.
He's been solid. I wonder if they're going to keep him at rusher or keep him at linebacker and rusher. I think because he's more natural of a pass rusher. I think, definitely play him more in spots, but I also do want him to play linebacker to work on his coverage and play recognition.
So I know he should be both.
Yeah.
And I think if he really works on like his coverage skills or something like that, he could be a really good linebacker.
For sure. I mean, we got rid of Jalen Smith, so we might have 2 stud linebackers with Jabril Cox getting more PT.
Show. And did you guys see Jalen Smith at all for the Packers, or did he dress?
Yeah, he's played the last 2 weeks. I didn't really see much this week from him. Just he blitzed a couple times and got picked up by the running back. But only thing I saw from that Packers game was Aaron Rodgers just slanging it.
Dude, everyone got worried that week 1 they got fucking demolished by the Saints.
It's overreactions.
Aaron Rodgers pulled out something from a couple years ago. He's like, RELAX. He's like, I got 6 in a row for you guys.
Hey, it's Aaron Rodgers, man.
Games haven't even been close either. I think one of them maybe, but yeah, Packers look pretty good. Do you think this will be his last year there?
Chugs, what you think? Give us your thoughts. Give us your insights. Aaron Rodgers last year.
I think it could be his last year there. I think I don't know. It's hard to tell with Aaron Rodgers. I really never know what he's gonna do. He's kind of like the Kyrie Irving of fucking NFL. But I mean, he did post Last Dance, so I'm assuming it's gonna be his last year there. And he probably wants to win a Super Bowl. Probably for Devontae Adams and stuff.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Maybe Devontae Adams will leave with him. They go somewhere else together as a duo, but I don't know who will have cap room to pay for both of them.
We'd have to see because Devontae's under his last year of his contract, and he'll probably get franchised.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Lions would have enough cap room to sign them both.
That'd be
Could you
crazy.
imagine?
There is not a 0.5% chance that the Lions do anything smart enough like that.
I mean,
No.
those are literally the 2 positions the Lions need: wide receiver.
But I thought
Quarterback.
also
That's it, because they got the running backs, they got the
The
offensive
defense
line,
doesn't look bad.
and they need help in the secondary.
Yeah.
Well,
they do.
what is his
Jeff
name?
Okudah being hurt,
Kuda, yeah, is hurt. So,
but he wasn't playing too great before he got hurt, anyways.
do you think the NFL will ever add some teams like the NHL's been doing?
I don't know because it's such like the 32. It's perfect. You got 16 in each conference,
Yeah.
4 in the 4 divisions. Like the setup right now was perfect, but I don't know. Maybe if they add teams, it might get too big.
I don't know.
Or
Oh, you think the Jaguars are gonna eventually actually change locations?
I think eventually they would have a team overseas. I don't know when that would be, but it would.
if a
most
team
likely be the
ever
Jags.
does go overseas, like it would be the Jaguars.
yeah,
London.
I mean, their owner has soccer teams over there, and I think he's from over there, or maybe Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna call him Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I don't know what his first name is.
Shaka Khan. We're gonna say his name is Shamir Khan.
Shaka Khan is pretty close to Shamir.
Borat.
Borat.
Oh my god.
This is my football team, yes.
Very
Who
nice.
Who has a better mustache, him or Borat?
Jordan
Or
or
me.
Borat?
Or me.
Oh,
Paul
okay.
Blart.
Oh, it's Shahid Khan.
Shaka Khan.
I'm telling you right now, his mustache beats all your guys's.
Can't even see mine.
Does it really though? I mean, it's okay.
Come on. Who has a better mustache than this guy and the Monopoly guy?
Mario
It's a me, Mario.
and Luigi.
Oh shit.
I wish I could get my mustache like that, man. My mustache is terrible. It parts like right here.
Dude, I got a pretty decent space in between mine too.
Oh,
It's
nice.
decent space. It's not a full,
He didn't see mine.
but
Too
it's
ginger.
okay.
Jordan, our beards have a part right in the middle of it.
Bruh, my inability to grow facial hair in some portions, like, it's ridiculous.
I think mine just goes all to my balls.
Chugs,
And
I
my
have to
chin.
know, does the carpet match the drapes?
It's a little bit lighter than my chin hair. More
But it's
blonde.
red. But
Lighter?
Yeah, it's like a blonde red.
Is it bleached or is that like Famunda cheese?
I hope it's not from under cheese. I catch a couple things crawling in there once in a while, though.
Oh my goodness.
So I have a question because it just happened in the game. So the play clock runs down, and then aside from getting a delay a game penalty, the team calls a timeout. Now, what's more important, do you think? A timeout or taking a 5-yard delay a game penalty? Do you play field
depends.
position?
How much time is left?
Let's just say that the second half just started. It's like the third quarter. There's like 10 minutes left.
Where are you at on the field? Like that also depends too. If you're at like the 50, then I would take the delay a game and just go back to the 45 and you could still boot it. But if you're at like if you're within like 15 yards, you might want to use the timeout.
Yeah.
I would almost how many times is it going to happen? Like it should only happen one time a game to where it's like that, if you're well coached enough. But I would just take the 5-yard. Like I see so many times they take the timeout and then it ends up screwing them at the end of the game or the end of the half and getting points. And to me, I would just take the 5 yards, keep the timeout.
You
Yeah, I
guys
think-
like the college football OT rule? The new one?
What is the new one? It's not the.
It's like, so after
Can you
2
explain-
OTs, you have to go for a 2-point conversion starting in the third OT. You only get one
Only a
play.
2-point conversion.
Only
One
a 2-point
play.
conversion. It's basically like a shootout in a way. You only get one play. I don't know how far. I think it's either from 5 to 10, 5 or something like that.
So is that why that game went to 9 overtimes?
Yeah.
Was it
Because
Penn State game?
I forgot about the rule and I was looking and I was like, the score is 16-16 in the second OT. Then the final was like 20-18.
Yeah, if it was the old rules, it would have been like 30 to 30 something or whatever.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, 9
So-
overtimes, they might have scored 50 points.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know if I like it or not, but I guess it makes the game go by faster.
Well, you guess, but also it's did it really? Because, you got to take your defense out, get your offense in, go on the opposite
Yeah.
side of the field. I think they had in the game, if I'm not mistaken, 8 straight non-converted 2-point conversions. So it's they didn't score
That's
8
a
straight
boring ass
times.
game. Yeah, and then it's taken forever to get them on and off the field. You got TV timeouts in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You guys talked me into it. I hate the new overtime rule. Let's go back to the old shit.
Hell yeah.
But also, realistically, should it get past the third overtime? Maybe instead of doing that, maybe you should, because I think in the first 3 overtimes, or maybe it's just the first 2, you can kick an extra point. Why not just have them go for 2 every time?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry,
You
I'm
know?
lagging like a bitch.
And I mean, they're
okay. You
trying
still
it.
look
They're
good.
trying it out. So it's they're seeing what works.
True. You said this is the first year
I
they've
don't know
done
what's
that new
going on.
rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get rid of it then. Janky.
Show. Dude, the Niners look they look pretty decent right now.
Oh no, it's only the quarter. Never mind.
They drove down there the first time, got a turnover, drove down there again, and then the drive stalled out, but then they got a field goal. So,
Did Carson Wentz throw an interception?
no, it's actually a fumble.
Ugh. Bro, the Colts can't catch a break.
Yeah. I think they're a talented team, and they're getting – I don't know if he's playing this game, but they're getting Quentin Nelson back soon. Just came off of IR.
Like they had – who was it? Rivers the year before.
Well, I mean, they had Andrew Luck,
Okay, and then he retired, and then they had the dude who's in Miami now,
Brissett.
yeah. And then Brissett out. So then that's when
and
they got
Phillip
Rivers. And then Rivers
Yeah.
was kind of past his prime, and then they got.
You still scratching your head, bro? Hello, down the figure hole.
What kind of janky operation are we running around?
I don't know, but y'all need to get your shit together. Hello?
All right, so this is the Grant Clapper Show. This is when we talk about everything that Grant Clapper wants to talk about. You know what Grant Clapper wants to talk about? Is the moon landing real? I think so. I don't think you could fake something like that. I think there's such thing as solar wind, and that's why the dust was moving in the video, and why the flag was standing up. Come on, you think us, the US of A, that we would fake something like the moon landing? Not a chance, pal. Not a freaking chance. You know what else Grant Clapper wants to talk about? How great are these energy drinks? I mean, they're not sponsoring us. They should, but hey, here's the bang. Here's the banging all the time. These things are fantastic. They keep you up when you got the graveyard shift. They get you hype and give you energy when you need to record a gangsta podcast. You know what else they're good for? They're good for if you just don't want to get out of bed. Boom, you bang it up. Get you right out of bed. A bang a day keeps the sleepies away. That's what I always say. Hold on. Let's call JB and FaceTime the boys. Oh, Chugs is back. All right, let's go. Chugs, welcome to the Grant Clapper Show. Oh, we can't hear me yet. All right, hold on. All right, Chugs, welcome to the Grant Clapper Show. This is where we talk about what Grant Clapper wants to talk about.
But
You know what he wants to talk about?
what?
How autumn in South Florida stinks. Up north, you get the color change of the leaves, all the breezes, okay? The nice colors. You can't wear white after Labor Day no more. Everybody knows that. So it's all like rustic orange and magenta reds and grays. And then down here in Florida, you don't get that because it's hot as balls.
It's true.
That's why I'm going to Georgia next week.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, you two fuckers are going to be on your own. Don't ruin our podcast.
Listen, I just did a whole segment by myself called The Grant Clapper Show. I think that's going to ruin it.
Oh, my God. That's a dumpster fire in the making right there.
No, bro, we talk about what Grant Clapper wants to talk about. I talked about the moon landing being real. It's not fake. I talked about energy drinks. Specifically,
Did you talk about how the earth was flat?
I didn't talk about that because the earth isn't flat. Wait, do you think it's flat?
You look like such a flat earther.
Is it the man bun?
No, the man bun just makes you look like you smoke marijuana and just
Go to breweries.
Yeah, go to breweries.
Drink coffee every morning.
Yeah. At coffee shops. Not like Starbucks or Dunkin'.
You're a fucking barista.
I do want some coffee now. You guys ever been to a coffee shop? Like, not Starbucks?
Yeah.
Like an authentic coffee shop and just sit in there and enjoy the ambiance? Hey, the man bun wouldn't lie to you.
Dude, for sure.
I go to Starbucks to study every now and then.
Dude,
especially when it's not busy. Maybe I should start going there more often so I don't fail these exams.
Maybe.
Honestly, that might be what it is. Maybe
I'm not going to
start getting enough caffeine.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys want me to do the college football picks? Since that is technically over for the week.
Yeah,
Who won?
if you got them, fuck it.
All right.
So while we're on a brief intermission, I just cracked open another one. This one is Starfruit Lime. JB beer ranking.
Ooh, I think there's a Bohemian Bullfrog in my room. Just heard it.
Or seltzer ranking. I'm gonna have to go in for seconds.
All right. Are you guys ready to rumble?
If you like lime, you'd give this an 8 out of 10. I'm not necessarily favoriting lime that much, or I don't necessarily favor lime that much, so I'm gonna give it a 5.4.
All
5.4 out of 10.
right. So, with our first game of the week, Grant is gone.
Yo, clap, where the fuck you at?
He just disappeared.
Honestly, he had the clapper show. So now we're gonna do the
JB Chug special.
JB Chugs college football almanac. Put our picks out there. Throw $1,000 on them. They're gonna hit.
I mean, we can wait for him. Do you want to do it? We can.
Nah, let's just fucking go. If he comes in, he comes
Alright,
in. If
fuck
he
it.
don't, he don't.
So the first game, it might not sound like a big game, but it's a big game. We got number 19 SMU, undefeated, 7-0, versus University of Houston, the Eric King's old team, 6-1. Houston is favored over the undefeated SMU Mustangs by 1 point.
Oh man, that's a freaking pick 'em right there. I'm rolling with the Mustangs.
Mustangs?
Is that even how a Mustang is? That's not a Mustang. Mustang, baby.
I wear polo, baby. I'm going with the Mustangs too. All that
LFG.
horsepower. Horsepower. All the polo, I got horsepower.
Bro, sorry for the intermission, but Debo Samuel literally has Jimmy Garoppolo forgetting about Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, I think he's forgot about him all year.
Oh, yeah.
Ayuk was
So-
supposed to be at the top of the thing. Hold on, my bad. It's
You're good.
Houston at SMU.
SMU at Houston.
Shit. Okay. And then what's the
S-
spread?
1 point to Houston's favor by 1. And SMU's ranked 19th. They're 7-0.
And you guys both got SMU?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going Houston
Okay.
because
Any
Yeah, we-
reasoning besides just picking against us?
they win when you don't expect them to. And that's all I know because I have not watched a single down from either one of these teams. I lied. I watched a couple drives of a SMU game, and I wasn't too impressed. I haven't watched Houston, so the fact that they have no negative remarks in my brain, that's why I'm going with them.
Okay, that's
Okay.
honestly solid reasoning. And I think you should make all your picks based off of that.
Hey, that's how I do make most of them. I just internalize it.
It's the eye test, baby. If you
Yup.
don't see it, they're good in your mind. It's like I've never seen a single Lions game, but I still think they're pretty good.
Let's see here.
Logic at its finest.
So for the second game, I got them Gators versus Georgia. Florida Georgia line. Georgia is undefeated at 7-0. Number 1 team, best defense in the nation. Best in the nation.
Nation. Nation.
Georgia is favored by 14.5. I believe it's a neutral site when they both play each other. Because I think they play like on the line or something. The Georgia Florida line or some shit.
So they literally play on the Florida Georgia line.
I believe. Florida's 4-3. They played some good teams, pretty tough, like Alabama. I don't know if they're like a realistic 4-3 team where they suck or they just not getting it done. So, what are your guys' picks?
Give me Georgia, baby.
Bulldogs?
Bulldogs, baby.
What about you? Clap.
Clap. Move your left arm if you're not frozen.
The face is frozen on. It's freaking me out.
He keeps looking at me.
You're like a petty.
Oh shit!
All right, well, I'll go with my pick.
Let's go.
Graduated
Bro, is that
from
a Rick and
University of Florida.
Morty? Is that a Rick and Morty screen case?
Yeah,
Boss,
they're drinking and smoking.
dude, that is how I want to live my life.
So I went to University of Florida, but I was never a Gator fan.
Never.
But I did play for the
Oh,
Georgia Bulldogs in baseball, and when I was a little kid,
Yes, you did.
with your brother.
And you guys won the championship.
So I'm gonna have to go with the Georgia Bulldogs.
Against your alma mater?
Yeah, but you didn't hear my story. I used
Yeah,
to
we
play for
already
the Georgia
discussed that.
Bulldogs. When I was
Sorry,
in-
my
You're
When I
such a
played at the
dunce.
Willows, I played for the Georgia Bulldogs
Oh
when I was
God,
like 12.
his creepy face is back.
Is he staring at you or me?
I don't know, but he looks like the Green Goblin.
Green Gauntlet,
I wish
that
he
boy.
could talk for just like a brief second and see how he looks. Can you take a screenshot? This is great. Oh my God. His Dobby looking so.
He looks like he ties his like beard into his like hair. Like it's all just one thing.
Bro, he looks like an Amish person.
Smoking big doinks, Amish town.
Like he churns his own butter in the morning.
What is that shirt that he's wearing?
I don't fucking know. He's trying to get it in because he's all depressed that there's no fall in Florida.
I like how he's the one writing down stuff and he's not even here.
Oh yeah, what a bum.
All right. For the third game, I got it's a big game actually. It's between two SEC teams. We got Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss. They're ranked 10th at 6-1 versus number 18 Auburn, who's 5-2. Auburn is actually favored over Ole Miss by 1.
No, give me Ole Miss, dog.
And they're
Give me
playing at
Lane.
Auburn.
Give me Lane Kiffin all day or day. Ole Miss, baby. The Rebels.
The Rebels. I think Jordan and
Hey,
I
guys.
just be agreeing on this. Oh, is he frozen? Oh, there we go.
I think
You
I'm
got
back.
frozen. You got frozen, and we were making fun of you because you looked like an Amish person. Because it looked like you just had like this whole thing and just like the beard like right here. You just looked like a
Did
total.
you get that
Amish
shirt
person.
from Plato's Closet?
No, I got this from Forever 21.
Same thing.
Same
Put
thing.
your shit together.
All right, and y'all better start calling me Ezekiel from now on.
So, Grant, do you want to do your pick for the last game? The Georgia-Florida one?
Yeah.
Georgia's favored by 14.5. They're playing at a neutral site. Georgia's still undefeated with the best defense in the nation.
Nation.
Yeah, so my gut instinct is to go with Florida because I don't know, for some reason I've just gone against Georgia every time I go against Georgia I lose. So this time I'm going for the dub and I'm picking Georgia to cover the spread.
Oh yeah, I went with Georgia because I used to play for them in little kids like little league baseball, the Georgia Bulldogs, and
Oh, so it's
they
nostalgic
won the
AF.
championship. So
Yeah.
Hell
it's
yeah.
better than an alma mater.
Jay, who'd you pick for that game?
Georgia.
Georgia.
All right, and then what? It was Ole Miss versus who or at who or what was the next game?
Ole Miss at
Rebels.
Auburn. Ole Miss is
Tigers.
ranked 10th. Auburn is ranked 18th. Ole Miss is 6-1. Auburn is 5-2. Auburn is favored by 1 point.
Yeah, I'm going Auburn in that game. They're
Auburn?
much better than Ole Miss. Ole Miss has got speed for a couple games, but or they got speed for from some of their players, but they can't maintain a lead. They've had
Ole
problems all year.
Miss. I'm gonna go with the Rebels because I believe in them, even though they got their ass kicked by Bama that one day. I'm gonna go with the Rebels though. I think they're a top 10
Rebels,
team.
not
Yeah,
the
you
Red
think so?
Bulls.
I don't know. They're ranked 10th, so I guess they are.
I don't know. I'd probably. I think they're top 25. They should be ranked, but I don't know about top 10. It's kind of high up there from what I've seen from them.
Well,
this
I
season.
guess it is a crazy year in football or college football, so every
Mhm.
team keeps losing. So for the fourth game, we're almost at the butt chug. This is just a beer bong chug right here. This is a good game though. It's
We better
number
be picking
20.
the game of the week.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
will be.
good.
This game is number 20, Penn State, who's 5-2, versus number 5, Buckeyes. Bucky Nation. Ohio State is 6-1. Ohio State is favored by a whopping 17.5 points
What?
over Penn State. The Nittany Lions.
I mean, I think Penn State had a bad week, but I think they'll cover. I'm gonna take Penn State. Penn State, give them to me.
I mean, I see why the spread is that high because Penn State does not have that much offense
Maybe.
this year.
And Ohio
So,
State does.
Yeah, but Penn
And they
State's
have a
also
good
got a
defense.
solid defense.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go Penn State just because I think that spread's way too high. I don't know who's going to win that game, but I definitely know it's not going to be a 3-score game. That's wild. Yeah, I'm going
gonna
Penn State for
also
sure.
go with the Nittany Lions. I think they're gonna bounce back, and I think they're actually gonna upset Ohio State that week. Cause fuck Ohio State. They didn't
Just
beat us
fuck
in
Ohio
2001 championship. Fuck them.
They've beaten us for the past decade and a half. Fuck Ohio State.
Don't matter what coach you have, what quarterback
All
you have.
right. And now
I fucking hate them. I hate Ohio State.
for the butt chug pick game of the week. I said that wrong. For the Chugs butt chug game of the week.
That's why you switched to water.
We got Battle of the State of Michigan here. We got number 6, Michigan Wolverines, who are 7-0, undefeated.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
Versus the number 8, Michigan State Spartans, who are also 7-0. Michigan is favored by 3.5. And I do not know why this is a 12 o'clock game. It should be a prime time at night at 8 o'clock
It should.
on ESPN, CBS, Fox. But they have it at 12
Well-
o'clock because I guess they want to make our days even better. So, what's your guys' pick?
I've been noted to pick against Michigan
that fucking almanac.
for yes, and this isn't gonna be an almanac pick. This is gonna be a I bet the house on it pick
At the big house on it.
at the big house.
It's at Michigan State, right? It's in East Lansing.
Anyways, Michigan State. Mic drop.
You want me to go next, Grant, so you can do your pick, or you want to do yours now?
I mean, mine's obvious. I'm going Michigan. 3.5 points. Are you kidding me? We're averaging almost 200 rushing yards a game. They're not going to stop us. We're going to control the ball the entire time. Michigan. 11. We're going to win by 11.
By 11?
Yep.
All right.
I think you guys are gonna lose by 11.
Michigan has been playing great football, but so has Michigan State.
They have. They've been
kicked Mike
surprisingly
Cain's
good.
ass. It's a hard game.
I mean, it's not that hard.
But Michigan's known for losing one game eventually to where they'll never make it into the playoff.
There we go.
So I'm going to go with Michigan State. Sparty, baby. Spartans all day. Green, white, whatever colors they got.
Chugs, did we pick the same exact line? Did we pick the same exact line? Did we pick all 5 of our games the same?
Probably.
You might be two of the dumbest humans I've ever met.
We're gonna see when we're 5-0.
When you're 3-2, you mean? When you're 2-3, you mean?
Oh, you got 3 different than us?
Yeah, I got 3 games different than you guys.
Fucking king pile.
Oh shit, cat just jumped
Let's
over
go,
here.
baby. Oh, that's a black cat. Hey, that ain't good. Make that cat go the other way. Nope, it's gonna be bad luck.
Bro, what the fuck is that pussy doing in our shit?
Pussy ass kitty.
It's gonna whack my ass.
And that cat just vibing, bro. Hey, what up, Salem?
No, what the fuck was his name? I'm trying to think of the name from Hocus Pocus. I almost said Zachary Binks. Maybe that's right.
I don't think I've ever watched Hocus Pocus.
What? That's a Halloween classic.
For Halloween, I always watched Halloween Town and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, well I mean Nightmare Before Christmas is a must. Dude, Carson Wentz just threw the worst interception ever.
Yeah, I doubt that because I've heard that statement many times.
No.
Jesus, I haven't
This
had pussy
was
on
the
me like this
worst
since, like,
interception ever.
I don't even know when.
Just
What'd
wait
you
till-
say?
Wait
So
till
I
you
had
see
this
it.
much pussy on me since I don't even know when.
Dude,
What's the
he
score of the
threw
game? I don't even have it on. My internet keeps cutting
12.
out.
Wait, let me
12
put
to
this
7.
cat away really quick.
12-7. The Niners.
Ooh. I need to get a mic stand so I don't I like holding it sometimes, but sometimes I just want to put it up. I'm gonna get one of those like boom stands where like it swivels so I can like push it in front of me and stuff. I'm gonna keep it right here to the side.
Boom. Boom, baby.
All right, Jordan, you have to entertain. Hold on. Oh, I think can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, let's go, baby. So how was Disney? Wait, no. Tell me more about Georgia. What are you going up to Georgia for?
Are you not entertained? So we're going up for the holiday, but we're staying a few extra days, and we're going to Atlanta. We're gonna view the city. We're gonna go to a pumpkin patch. We're gonna go to the Seaquarium. We're gonna go to the zoo. We're gonna go everywhere.
How long are you going up for?
I don't know. I think 5 days.
Just the fam?
Just the fem.
Aw, that's gonna be cute. Hey, Austin, you want to do a cute family trip, you and me? Let's go to Clearwater.
When?
Let me pass an exam first, and I'll let you know.
I'm down. Hey Grant, you have to come to my Halloween Rager this weekend.
What day is it on?
30th, Saturday.
I don't think I work.
When's your next exam?
The 11th? Or the
Oh,
10th?
perfect. You have plenty of
It's the
time to
10th.
study.
All right. That means I gotta get a costume. I'm gonna go find some Jackie Moon shorts to go
I
with
still
my
need
jersey
one.
and an afro.
I still need a costume too, so.
Okay, well, this week I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So I could
That's fine.
probably go.
I mean, we can go Saturday morning if you want.
All right.
All right, sorry, podcast people, audience, for making our plans on the podcast.
You're not sorry. We're just gonna edit it out.
But if you are listening,
Nobody's gonna make it this far in the show.
if you're listening to this podcast, you are invited to Chug's Halloween bash on October 30th.
Good call.
Cake
2021.
stands.
Bruh, nothing beats the Bieber Bash.
Yeah,
Beaver
but you
Bash
haven't
hasn't
had one in
happened
a
minute.
while.
Bro, we had like 200 people there.
This past year?
No.
Oh.
A while back. Back when we actually used to host this shit.
That was my favorite party of the whole year.
This
I
one
love
of
the
my
Beaver
favorites.
Bash.
I got so obliterated and I had whiskey dick.
You know,
And I remember everyone just started blasting my door, fucking knocking on that shit.
You know, I almost did not go to New York for my internship because I didn't want to miss the Beaver Bash. A 1-day thing. I just didn't want to miss it. I was like, oh, do I really want to go up here to New York for 3 months?
When I moved up to Michigan years ago, I strategically planned it where I moved up like 2 days after the Beaver Bash.
Hell
I set
yeah.
it up to where we would party for the bash. I'd have a day to recover, and then I flew up the next day.
Hell yeah. That's perfect.
That's what's up.
It's been instrumental. It's been
Implemental.
It's been a staple
Incidental.
of our lives.
Incidental. Sentimental.
Credential.
Something like that.
A car rental.
Wait, are we about to start freestyling right now?
Oh,
Oh,
off my
man.
mental. Monumental.
Sacramento. Kings. Flings. Rings. Tings. Jamaican. Jafacan. Cremation. Creation. Climate. I don't know.
I mean, on the Billboard charts.
Hell yeah. We need a podcast jingle, I think, guys.
Bro, we need
Well,
to
we're
all
just
get
3
together.
different piles, and we're talking about sports, and we might talk about something, and you might shit your shorts. So just listen up for a couple of minutes, cause we're the final 2 minutes.
Is the final 2 minutes.
I liked it. I like it, clap. Keep it.
Thanks. I like JB singing. He sounds like Michael Bublé if he ever did heroin.
Michael Bublé.
It's the final 2
minutes. What y'all want to talk about?
All right. Oh, what about like how fucking good the Panthers are in hockey right now? A Florida team winning in hockey.
Dude,
5-0.
they signed.
I'm glad you took a
Alexander-
left turn with that one because the Panthers in football stink.
Dude, they took it. They signed Alexander Barkov to a monstrous contract. Locked his
Hell yeah.
ass up.
You know what's kind of crazy though? Monster contracts in NHL are like nothing money wise compared to like NFL,
really
NBA, baseball. They like
Yeah,
get
I
like
think he's
10
getting
years
10
for like
mil a year.
30 mil.
Well, I think they're going to start going up a little bit because the NHL just signed a new deal with ESPN to broadcast and market all their games, or a good portion
Hell
of their
yeah.
games.
I love hockey too. I just don't have the
Has the
time to ever
Panthers lost
watch
yet?
hockey. Now they're 5-0, and they're the only team without, or no, Edmonton Oilers and Panthers are only teams without overtime wins too.
Dude, I love hockey
Oh,
because
nice.
technically the Penguins are undefeated, but they have 2 overtime losses, so they still got a couple points. So it wasn't a total loss, if that makes sense. They're 3-0-2.
It's still an L, baby.
Yeah, but they're
I mean,
not
it's an-
5-0-0.
Well, I'm glad your guys' teams
Yeah,
don't
that's
stink
pretty solid.
because the Red Wings are garbage right now.
Hey, basketball also started too, boys.
Have you watched
Thank you.
any basketball? I watched both Pistons games against the Bulls, and we got smoked. But I haven't watched anything else.
So the Heat came out of nowhere and killed the Bucks, but then they lose to the Pacers, I believe.
Yeah, it was the Pacers. Yeah,
Hey,
I mean that's
Ups
that's
and downs
what
of a
happens.
season. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen. I mean, the Heat. One good thing about them, they never lose to the bad teams. So like, as long as they could be like 500 with the good teams, like they'll be straight.
The Lakers are 0-2.
Bro, the Lakers have the worst knees in the NBA. Yeah.
Well, the worst,
Like, they're
the worst
starting, like,
needs
Career-wise, their
needs-
starting squad is solid.
besides Papa B.
Nah, you got a new one.
But doesn't he have to get another new one?
Yeah, but they still got better knees than the Lakers. Bro, the Lakers are they're gonna be so hurt. Like they have a really good talented team, and their team is full of experience and great plays and games beforehand, but like they're all older and they're not. I don't think the Lakers are as good as people think.
Dude,
They got
the Bulls are
LeBron, so they're
good.
going to be contenders. The Bulls looked pretty fucking good, but they also played the Pistons. But I don't think the Pistons are as bad as they have been the last couple of years. And we haven't had Cade Cunningham yet. He's not going to come back till like game 5 or 6.
Yeah, I know that this basketball season is pretty interesting to me because the Timberwolves are 2-0, and they've been a pretty bottom of the barrel team for like a good part of a decade or so, and they look decent. I mean, you got to think Karl Anthony Towns, and then they have what the fuck his face is, Anthony. Can't remember his name. Number 2 overall pick last year. Not Carmelo.
I can't
They
think
got
of
a
his name.
solid foundation.
I do remember watching a couple of their games last year. The Timberwolves are interesting to play. Like I love how Towns plays, and like they got some grit to them.
Wait, who are you talking about? What you're
The
saying?
Timberwolves.
Sorry.
Timberwolves.
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony
Edwards, yeah.
Stud.
Is like,
Dims 2 studs together.
Do you think the Suns are gonna do what they did last year, or do you think that was kind of a
fluke?
Nah. I mean, I don't know if it was a fluke. They played tough, but
No, I like
I
the
can't-
Suns. They got my favorite player. D-Book, baby.
Booker's
Oh,
incredible?
D-Book's
I like watching him play. He's a baller.
What's
He's
your
one of my favorite
player?
players. One of them. Not be
I
the
thought
favorite.
Jimmy Butts was your favorite player.
I like Jimmy Buckets.
Nah, it's Jimmy Butts, dog.
Tyler
Like
Hero had a
Jimmy.
first good game, right? Didn't he
'Cause
drop
be
like
getting in that
23
ass.
the first game of the season?
It was 27, bub. First off,
Ooh.
fact check me because I'm actually not too confident now that I said that.
I think it was. Then he go like 8 for like 13 shooting or some shit.
Yeah, and he was. Who were they trying to get? It
Damn,
was
y'all
like-
smoked the Bucks the first game.
Yeah.
137 and 95.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
Hero had 27 points. That recall's impeccable, bruh.
Dude.
He went 27,
Sometimes
6
I
and
shock
5.
myself. That's pretty solid. I know they didn't want to deal him. I forget what big time player they were trying to trade for or whatever. Or the rumor mill was swirling, and one of the players that they didn't want to give up in the trade was Tyler Hero. So everyone got on him last year because he had kind of an off year, and then they're like, "Oh, you couldn't give up this." I think it was James Harden.
It was either Harden or Westbrook.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was one of them. I remember hearing that. Like they wanted a lot. They wanted Hero. Who's your center or your power forward?
Adebayo.
Yeah, they wanted him too.
Yeah, Adebayo's a beast. No, we're not getting rid of him.
Yeah, he's gonna be cornerstone for
I
your
think Duncan
team
Robinson
for the next
played
few
well
years.
too that game.
Yeah.
The first game
We
against
took-
the Bucks.
We ended up turning the final 2 minutes into the final 7 minutes,
Oh shit.
When did we start recording?
like almost exactly at 8, and maybe a couple minutes after.
All right. So you want to do our final 2 minutes, guys?
We just did our final 7.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you wanted to do 2 more minutes.
Well,
I
we
don't
had
care.
that big old like Wi-Fi disconnection thing that killed
Yeah,
like
sorry, boys.
well,
I'm gonna-
you and me. I couldn't even talk to you guys for like a couple minutes when my shit was being bad.
Yeah, the rain in this game is getting to us now.
So
Is it raining outside?
No, in the game, the Niners and Colts game.
Oh,
Oh.
one thing I was gonna ask was who you think got snubbed on the all-time 75 list for the NBA?
Oh, I haven't looked at the entire list. I know they saw like Vince Carter wasn't on there, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know
I
if
don't know.
he-
I think Vince Carter, he was great, but I don't think like he's. I don't know because he played for so long. Like, does he in the
Dwight
top
Howard
75?
wasn't
Just
on there.
yeah, like why isn't he on there? He's got a couple championships. He's always been a solid player. He's had some weird off the stuff.
Yep.
Interests,
Kyrie
but
wasn't on there.
Kyrie doesn't deserve to be on the top 75.
McGrady wasn't on there.
Mm,
I don't think McGrady deserves to be on the top 75 either. He had a great start to his career, but I don't know. I don't think
who
his
else there was.
entire career, I don't think he deserves to be top 75. I'm going to Google it right now.
So did they actually rank them
No.
too?
No, they just
No.
said these players are top 75 in the history of the NBA.
That's so tough. Whenever you do lists like that, like you're going from so many generations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like it's
you
tough for
didn't
me
see
to.
these people in the 50s play. Like I never saw even like ESPN classics. Like I never saw a game in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, like I don't watch that stuff. So like when people ask me like who's better, LeBron or Jordan, I didn't watch Jordan like play. Like I can see highlights and watch games now, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna go back to watch Michael Jordan play. Like I understand he was great. I just when I say like who's like the greatest of all time, like I just go off of what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
RESPECT.
Find out what it means.
So they've been doing like a couple like recent athletes like making biopics of them. Like they had the Serena and Venus one coming out. And
Oh,
then
the
they
one with
also
Will
had
Smith.
yeah, and they also have the Kurt Warner coming out too. The Kurt Warner one.
I heard the
Yeah.
Kurt Warner one looks pretty good.
Yeah. Looked pretty solid. Like I was watching the storyline, I'm like, shit, that guy really did have to come through a lot.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
They said Anthony Davis was on the top 75.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe that. I don't think he deserves to be on the top 75.
A little too early, I think. I think if he has a couple more decent seasons, I could see him on the list.
They got Damian
So-
Lillard on there. Do you think he deserves to be on the top 75?
They have a lot of newbies on there. What happened to old school basketball, you know?
I know, but have you ever watched Damian Lillard play? Like,
Name time.
He's a
dude's,
stud.
yeah,
He's
dude's
one of my
special.
top 5 favorite players right now too.
I got no problem with him being on the top 75.
Dude, I love all these players that kind of remind me a little bit of Dwayne Wade. Like obviously he's a better 3-point shooter and everything like that, but like body size and the way he attacks the basket, like him and Donovan Mitchell are like two of my favorite players right now.
Oh,
Wade loves
Donovan
Mitchell.
Mitchell's filthy to watch play.
Yeah.
Wade loves Mitchell. That's
Was
his
Dwayne
boy.
Wade? He was on the top 75, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. He was my favorite player in the league from like his second, third year all the way till he retired. Maybe not that early because Rip Hamilton was still playing. Rip Hamilton was my favorite, and then Dwayne Wade, and now I need to find a new boy.
Yeah, because you was
Who's
trying
your-
to rep
Who's your
Detroit.
guys' top 5? Your personal top 5.
Of all time,
Like you, yeah, you're like who you put in for your top 5 to go play.
I'm gonna do.
You can
wait, hold
put
on.
5
So
centers
are
in
we? Yeah, I was gonna say, are we making a team or just top 5 players?
your top 5 that you would put in the win a championship. But you could have like 2 centers if you wanted. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
I'm gonna try and build the lineup. So we're not doing our personal top 5. We're just doing a best lineup.
No, your personal one.
Oh, all right. So I think you got to have the big 3 in there. So Kobe, LeBron, Jordan.
Oof.
After that, it gets kind of dicey. God, I really got to think about this one. I really like watching Shaq play. He's dominant.
I agree with
So I'm
that.
gonna put
Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
put Shaq in there. And then for my last one, God damn it. I'm trying to think like people that like might have changed the game, like that aren't goats, but definitely changed the game. And I think Steph Curry like changed the game. Like he's definitely the best shooter ever.
I concur.
Exactly same as Jordan.
Oh, so for my lineup, I don't know. So I did just talk about how like it's tough for me to pick Jordan because I didn't watch him play. Like I understand what he did, like the championships, like
Yeah.
back to back to back and stuff. Like that's incredible. But he also had a great team around him, and like it was all about him and less about the team. Like he drove them, but I don't know if I'd put Jordan in there because like I kind of want to get LeBron because LeBron has better defense. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I would go LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, Steph Curry, and then probably like Steve Nash
Okay.
or White Chocolate.
Jason Williams.
Yep.
So mine is
Jason Williams, the fuck you doing?
Bro, he's going to be setting up easy dunks for LeBron and Shaq all game.
What?
Mine's gonna be AI,
Mm.
Dwayne Wade, Kobe, LeBron, and Shaq.
And I didn't even Chamberlain.
Fuck
I
Wilt.
mean, I just don't know enough about Wilt. Like, did he dominate in a bad?
I know he was
era?
dominating those country folk ass white boys back in the day and scored 100 points on these scrawny little asses.
Yeah.
What about Kareem though?
Fuck
Kareem
them.
would probably be better than Wilt technically,
Hmm.
because he played the tougher basketball than Wilt, and he's the points
And
leader.
what about Bill Russell? Bill Russell, all he did was fucking win, no matter what.
Every
Oh,
time I
11
see Bill Russell, he
championships.
looks like he's about to topple over. I ain't picking him. He's gonna die on the court.
He's got a ring on his toe.
He does. Tom Brady won't even do that shit.
Says who?
Nah, I'm not gonna put anything past Tom Brady.
That avocado, bro. That's just got wonders working for him.
He's gonna go 11-15 in Super Bowls.
His team woke up. Like I think that the Bucks needed to lose that game against the Rams because it woke them up big time.
And it sucks because for you to win a Super Bowl, I think is a lot harder because you don't get 7 games. Like you have to play your best game that game.
Yeah. I don't know. It like for Tom Brady, I don't know if they needed to win anything because it's still so early in the season.
Yeah.
Like, and they're still they're 6-1 now. Like I don't know. I'm so afraid of peaking too early in the regular season and just
Mhm.
giving it everything you had. And then when it comes time towards the end of the regular season, going in the playoffs, yeah, you made the playoffs because your first half of your season was phenomenal, but you haven't looked that good lately, and it's not going to help you win the playoffs. It's like when the Giants won their 2 Super Bowls, they peaked at the right time. The Buccaneers last year, they peaked at the right time. They got hot right after losses and then didn't lose the rest of the year.
Are the Chiefs done? Or did the Chiefs peak like last year at the Super Bowl and that's it?
I think they need to ask Mahomes for some money back and get some offensive line help.
Yep.
Because that was so bad. Mahomes just turned the ball over so much because he's trying to do too much because they don't have enough time and teams are figuring out that offense.
You know what's funny? If you ever watch like the Bleacher Report, like power rankings that come out, they keep the Chiefs in the top 10 and they keep losing and they just keep them at like 10 every week. I'm like, come on, you gotta like eventually not put them in the top 10 if they're not winning.
Yeah, I understand like part of that's because they have been so good for so long, but like sometimes you have to just say like, hey, that's the top 10 for this season. And this season they haven't been a top 10 team.
But
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
really it.
mean,
Only
they-
other thing was fuck Patrick Mahomes. No, I'm kidding. I like Patrick Mahomes.
He exited with the concussion, but I think he actually passed his tests and everything like that.
Did you guys see that hit?
Took a knee right to the fucking head.
He took a thigh to the face and neck area. His back almost hit his ass.
They went Mortal Kombat, finished him on his ass.
It was it looked brutal. I saw it like in live time, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh shit!" And then it took him a minute to get up, and I was like, "Good, get a second to gather yourself," because that looked terrible.
Hey, guess what? We're about to have some fun this week. We about to have some Halloween baseball. World Series starts Wednesday.
Oh, that's right, dude. I haven't watched any of the playoffs.
It's
I forgot all
Atlanta
about
versus the
that
Astros in the World Series. I'm going for the Braves because fuck the Astros because they a bunch of cheaters still.
Yeah, I think the whole world besides Astros fans are going for the Braves.
And they got to win one for Hate Garen.
Oh, for
R.I.P.
show.
One time for the one time.
The real home run king. Fuck Barry Bonds, that asterisk ass motherfucker.
Why does he get an asterisk? Because he was taking creatine?
Because he was taking them steroids, them performance enhancing drugs. Hank Aaron, he looked like the same dude his whole career. You look at Barry Bonds his rookie season and Barry Bonds when he retired. Come on now.
Hank Aaron was batting against pitchers who had noodle arms
Dude,
and were smoking cigars in the middle of the game. They had cancer in the 6th inning.
Barry Bonds, when he retired, looks like he ate Barry Bonds his rookie year.
Yeah, that's what happens when you grow up. You get a man bod.
Barry Bonds is like a real Barry Bonds bobblehead.
No, he does have some pretty interesting stats though. Like something with like his walk rate or something like that. Like it was just insane. Like his walk to strikeout rate was just insane.
Bonds?
Yeah, for Bonds.
Well, like they would walk him, and if they didn't walk him, he wouldn't strike out. He would just hit a home run.
No, it's something like he drew like 100 plus walks in a season and only struck out like 50 times or something like that.
Oh shit!
Insane.
And he was a good fielder in his early years before he got fat and roided up.
So that's the thing. He was a good fielder, but he didn't have an arm.
Yeah.
So like he cost the Pirates, I think it was like the 92 World Series. He couldn't throw out a runner at the plate that would have been like a deciding game.
He ain't no Ken Griffey Jr.
Jay, are you a Pirates fan or are you a Marlins fan? I know it's kind of a loaded question because they both.
Wait, don't you like the Cardinals too?
So I like him.
He was a big Cardinals fan. He was a Pujols fan.
No, I was a Pujols fan. I wasn't really more of a Cardinals fan. I was definitely a Pujols fan. I like them both. If they played each other, I'd probably root for the Pirates.
Bullshit.
That makes sense. So I like bottom of the barrel teams.
Including the Steelers.
Nah, they ain't bottom of the barrel no more, baby. 3-3, 500.
So the only Pittsburgh team you don't like is the Panthers? You're a Hurricanes fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Respect. Austin, are you SoFlo? Chugs. Are you SoFlo all the way?
What's that for Dallas Cowboys? Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
SoFlo,
that makes
baby.
Sense. Yeah, like
I'm from Fada.
I'm Detroit all the way, except for the Cowboys.
Detroit.
I was rooting hard for the Lions earlier, though, and I thought it was working. Like, the Lions had the lead going into the fourth quarter.
And then all my second teams are all Dallas, so.
How can anyone be a Lions fan, bro?
Mike Jones.
If you're in Detroit, like Mike Jones, I don't understand how he's a Detroit fan.
They say those Barry Sanders.
The people
in Detroit
affiliation
to Detroit. And he was even born after, like, the Barry Sanders era, even. Like, he was 3 years old when Barry Sanders retired.
Listen, I'm never going to question Mike Jones, okay? That he knows what he's talking about. If he sees something in the Lions, there's something in the Lions.
And like do fantasy? Where his
exactly.
If
there's something in his fantasy team that we don't see. I'm believing it. There's something in that squad that he sees. He understands it.
You know who it is? Freaking Cardell Patterson putting up 20 points a game.
Bro.
Son of a bitch. What was that? Like his fucking 14th round pick?
No, he picked him up off waivers.
Son of a bitch. I got Mike Davis, and he's done nothing for me. He had 5 yards going in the final 2 minutes.
The funniest thing is that Mike drafted Lazard and Christian Kirk. He dropped them both the same week, the first week of football. I don't even know he picked up for them.
Because he knows he's so good at this. He's going to win no matter what. He's going to do whatever he wants. So, if you know what? I'm about to
Well, he has Patrick, and he's hurt now, so.
I'm going to get me a Cephas jersey.
Cephas.
Quintez Cephas?
Actually, let me see how my fantasy's going real quick. Because I did have I'm still beating Seth. This is my bye week too, and I'm beating Seth 141 to 118.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna edit this part out. Do you guys just want to keep recording and then do like a regular like non-sports podcast like in the middle of the week?
If we had time, yeah, I'm down.
No. I'm saying like we'll just keep recording now. You send me the whole link. I'll chop it up. I'll have the sports part going on, and then we can do like I don't know for the next like 20, 30 minutes. Just like bullshit, just add like another episode.
I don't care. Up to Jordan.
I haven't really got time like that right now.
Oh,
trying to get my drink on, and my football on, and my sex on.
I got work tomorrow.
Maybe next week.
It's okay.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, Grant, are we gonna do one next week?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well,
Listen,
because it's Halloween. I don't know if I'm gonna be like super wasted or what, or if I'll be home.
Yeah,
that's why.
Jay, when you go into Georgia?
I leave the 30th.
Okay, well then we can probably do one like Monday or something like that.
When you get back.
Or we could just live stream from the party.
Good.
Wait, the party's on Saturday. We're good.
You guys are gonna be hung over as shit with glasses on your face.
No, I'm saying Sunday those Halloween, like actual Halloween.
Yeah, but the Cowboys play the Vikings Sunday night, so we could live stream during the game.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if you were gonna go to the Earls or whatever and do the canyon shit.
Ugh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, neither do
Probably
I.
gonna be studying.
Because I got invited to Alex Zambito's house too.
Ooh, look at you!
I'm a
Look
stud.
at you, you little stud.
I love fucking trick or treating. But
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. You like Morrison from WWE though. I forgot his name.
John Morrison?
Yeah, him.
You talking to me?
Does he wear shades and does he have long hair?
He's got long hair. I don't think
But-
he wears shades. I don't know. And he doesn't talk. Like, that was a terrible impression. I think his hair's more like this.
Pretty sure he wears shades. Because then he used to wear a little shit on the bottom of his feet too, of his pants.
With the fuzzy boots.
Some shit like that. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can find a picture of him.
It's called drip, okay?
It's called flexing on these hoes.
Hey, if there's any artists out there or digital producers or whatever the term I'm thinking of is, draw
If
a
you've made
picture
it
of the
this
three
far in
of
the
us.
podcast episode,
Hey, if you made it this far, can you please join the show? Help us out.
join us. Voldemort voice. Join us. That was great. That was solid. I mean, I would have pictured you doing a Dobby voice, but that was pretty good.
Fuck you, pal. Hey, I do look like John Morrison.
Just without the 12-pack.
Whatever. I'm working on it.
Yeah, me too.
Just spilled beer all over myself.
But drinking beer. Maybe I should go on some steroids.
Maybe
You
I
got
should go on
nothing
some
to lose.
steroids. I'm sick of being skinny.
I'm sick of being just fat.
I guess you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, but then you can't really drink when you're on steroids, so it's not even worth it at that point.
Is that how people get like anger issues and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, Darius Leonard is a beast. Like, he's definitely a top 5 middle linebacker in my opinion.
I love Darius Leonard.
I think
Does
he's
he-
a top 5.
Does he live in the
I'd say
country
top
too?
3.
He's like a country
Dude,
boy.
he's such
Oh
a
yeah,
stud.
he's from South Carolina.
Yeah. He lives like in the middle, like nowhere.
Yeah, he grew up in like some small town, so he bought a house there where like all of him and his boys growing up. They ride ATVs just like up and down the street and shit, and go wherever they want. Like it's like that small of a town where you can just drive an ATV and 4-wheelers down the main road.
What a stud. And he definitely he got paid, so he had the money to
Shit.
do it.
What would you do with that kind of money?
Real estate.
Buy a Lamborghini.
Okay,
I wouldn't
Invest
even buy
in
a
real
Lambo.
so
estate.
say you win the
I would make
lotto.
smart decisions.
If you win the lotto, you get 68 million a year or 68 million. Boom. What's the first thing you're gonna do once you?
Pay off my debts everywhere.
All right.
And then break off my close family money. Because you can't break off everyone money. It's too hard.
Bro, I'm breaking people off. Like get out of my life. I don't even want you anymore. Who are you?
I'd probably
I'm
break off
borderline
my
that person.
I break off my friends' money, but I probably wouldn't give them like $1 million. I'd probably give them like a couple, like, between 10 and 100 grand each, depending on who I like more.
Jay, you said what with one person?
Oh, I said I'm the bubble person in your outlook on things. Be
What does
like,
that mean?
You're gonna cut me out.
Nah. You're gonna stay in the squad.
Wait, do
You
we
can
get money
stay.
if we stay in the squad?
Okay, so what I'm doing with the money is I'm gonna take because I think you have like 9 months or 6 months or so to claim the money. So I'm gonna take between a 1 and 3 month cruise around the world on this ship while I set up all my financials and I set up my business. and then I'm gonna have a charity or a couple nonprofit organizations that I run, and I'm gonna have all my boys working for me, or I mean, working with me, I should say, and setting that up, and that's how I'm gonna take care of everybody. Is like, you have to work, but you don't have to work. You just gotta help me with this organization and like help me help people, and that's how I'm breaking people off. Where you don't gotta go to your shit job no more. All my
Dude,
boys that be working outside.
That is way better than the idea that I fucking had. I'm like, I wouldn't give anyone like money like up front like that, but I'd be like, I'll pay for our vacation every year.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Everyone.
So if you don't want to work for me, like say like you got your kids, if you would stay home and you still wanted to watch your kids, I would still take care of you. Like I would have something for you to do to where like I can just pay for everything for you.
Yeah, just have Jordan make TikToks for your organization.
That's it.
Dude, I could do it. I mean,
hey, you'd be our social media coordinator,
baby.
just like you are with the show.
I'd probably create my business that I would want though if I had that much money.
Is that when you would do the training facility?
Yeah, athletic facility basically.
Would you do that and then real estate? As
Yeah,
like a way to
I'd
invest your
do
money?
real estate no matter what.
Yeah, for sure. I think real estate for sure. Like real estate's gonna help me invest my money and flip it to keep it growing, and then my nonprofit gonna be like what I want to do. Like that's what I'm gonna get the kicks out of, like helping people.
Yeah, I do all that. I do
having
all
events
that
and shit.
stuff first before I bought like a house, like an expensive house or a car or anything.
For sure. Yeah. Like I would probably travel a lot before I buy a house and figure out like where I want to set everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely think that.
It definitely takes
ahead.
some thinking. Like you can't just go out on a whim and be like, "This is what I'm going to do with it." No, like you get the money and then you just sit and you think
For
like,
sure.
Really think.
So that's why I was saying I would take that 3-month cruise in the beginning to set up all financials, get all my advisors in order, and like help me organize everything. And then after the cruise, then I claim the money. I get whatever I'm gonna get, and then that's how I break everything up.
You gotta pay off all the advisors and shit.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna include them to make sure like I'm making enough money to where like I'm not losing any money. Like whatever I do, I'm gonna set it up to where I'm making money every year. So like that's 68 million. It might go down to like 40 million with investments, but like I'll never go below that. Because then all the money I'm investing is just gonna grow me money, and then I don't gotta do nothing else.
Yep.
You know how sick this podcast would be if I won $68 million? Boys,
Dude,
we're having a whole fucking studio.
Bitch, we're doing a podcast on your fucking cruise for 3 months.